Update on trying to keep this old girl cool. So obviously I just did the electric water pump. On its own, did nothing. So been meaning to do it for a while. Changed out to a larger oil cooler and put a dual pass radiator in it rather than just the Sylvia one I had in it. Marginally improved again, still not great. So I'm going to address a couple of issues, mainly ducting to the radiator itself, and then fan shrouds as well, because I actually had to butcher the Air Falcon fans I've got to fit them to the VL Commodore radiator that's in there. But anyway, I'll start with the ducting to the front first, then I'll deal with the shrouding. Then from there, there's a few other bits and pieces I can do, tips I've been given, but try not to do everything all at once to try and notice the difference of everything, but we'll see. Even how it was, I'll be fine for the next round of Drift South. Like battling, it's not really an issue, it's just hot lapping and she's suffering. But yeah, also being at levels, there's quite a big gap between the end of the run and the start of the run, if you know what I mean. So there's quite a bit of time to drive around the track and cool it down. So it really won't be an issue even just as it is. But coolant temps is just something that I've been wanting to try and get on top of. There's no way I could do any circuit work in the car, I just wouldn't handle it. But anyway, we'll move on to what I've done. So I got my trusty old broom holding up the hood. Suits the colour theme of the car quite nicely. So yeah, it's a new radiator, dual pass. So you got in and out on the same side and a little divider down there to force it to go through both sides. It's from a VL Commodore. It doesn't fit the Super too bad. Obviously you've got to make your own mounts and such, but yeah, it's just a radiator. But yeah, had to cut away and butcher this shroud quite a lot to fit. It was kind of one of those last minute decisions where I was doing it the night before the drift day. So move on to what I'm doing down here. Just making some templates out of cardboard. I'll get the end bits and probably won't stay, but we'll try. There's going to be a top bit up there and a bottom bit down the bottom. And so that's all going to mount flush up against the intercooler, and then I'm going to put ducting to the intercooler itself, so everything's going to be forced through the front, through the intercooler, and then to the oil cooler and radiator and nowhere else to go. So hopefully that will help quite a bit. So from this point I actually got pretty slag at filming. We were just working late at night after work, just trying to get it done, get it ready for the next round of Drift South. So basically sort of changed the way we was gonna route all the ducting, after trying to do a little bit of research online and discussion with some people. Have I done it the right way? I don't know, but I say lack of footage from now on. I'm just gonna sort of do a little bit of a montage of some photos and stuff I took, and then I'll update you with how it went after that. Well, as I said before, complete lack of footage from here on out. I didn't really do any videoing of testing or discussing any of the shrouding. I can chuck in a few random clips from that next day I did, just because better watch some drifting than just me talking the whole time. But basically, did it work? I think so. So I was doing a track that I don't normally do, so I can't have concrete, yeah, I got more laps before it got hot than it would normally. But I can say the practice day for that event was so hot. Like, it was 30 something degrees, dripping with sweat. It was intensely hot. And I would get probably at least 6 laps in before the temp would start rising. And then, even then, as I said earlier on, at levels there's quite a large distance between the end of run and starter run. So by the time I got to starter run, she was good to go again anyway, because it was that big back straight where I could just cruise and have all the airflow going through, cooling everything down. So yeah, I'm going to call it a success. But I do need to do some more testing at Rapuna when we're allowed to leave the house to do it on familiar ground, and so I can know for a fact that, you know, I've really improved it. There's still more things I can do. One thing I don't think I ever mentioned is I changed out coolant to running just straight water and water wetter. Supposed to make a difference. I don't know. I haven't had any real world triumphs from it, I should say. But, you know, hey, it's just another thing to try. Next step is potentially moving the oil cooler away from all the other, you know, intercooler and radiator, and trying to give it its own path of air, and potentially putting a fan on that. Then there is also radiator sprayers. Now, I have done this in the past, and it is actually quite effective. I know I probably could have skipped all of this mucking around with all this extra work and money I've been spending and just done a large tank and have radiator sprayers, because it actually does work. But it's also like a little bit of a band-aid. So I'd rather try and get the car as best as I can without them. And then later on I can add them for hopefully use on just like really hot days, just to help out that little bit. Once again, as I said, this car, like, it wouldn't be overheating in general traffic. It wouldn't be overheating on the hottest days just driving around town at all. I mean, I don't, because it's not a street car. It overheats with constant high RPM abuse at the racetrack, high load, and just torture. Even when I say overheat, like, got to remember, I've got a 7M. I don't have a JZ. So if I see 100, I'm starting to panic. You know what I mean? So it's not like, you know, other guys out there hitting 110, 120, maybe more. Who knows? Be like, yeah, she got a bit hot. You know, I'm at 100 where they would be like, eh. But for me, I want to be able to keep it below 100. I want to have my hot to be mid to high 90s. You know what I mean? And I think it's achievable. I do. But anyway, hopefully this virus buggers off and they let us out the house and back to the racetrack again soon, and I can find out how it's going there. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good one.